Okay, so welcome guys. I'm so excited for you guys to be here tonight. It's Thursday. We didn't have our team call last week because of Valentine's Day, so I feel like I haven't seen your faces in so long. First and foremost, I'm going to take a picture because anytime I don't do it in the beginning, I always forget. Look at Rachel fluffing her hair. She's like, oh, did you say picture? So Jacqueline and Cora, if you are there and can pop on, great. If not, you'll just be a black square. So I'm going to do this and then I'll share it with everybody. Oh, hold on. My chat is always open. It drives me crazy. And then I got to make I shouldn't have hit record already. So, okay. You ready? 1, 2, 3, yay. Okay, cool. All right. So I'll share that with you. All right. So let me open up. I swear, Zoom makes everything so weird and I can't find anything. Let me open up this and then share my screen. Okay, share screen. There's like so much going on right now in Beachbody world, right? So it's Team Cup and we're, talking about the launch of Ultimate Portion Fix, which is super cool. And, just all kinds of things with trying to push end of month. So basically I just posted this in our team page, so I'm not going to go over every single name, but I did want to just draw attention to some special highlights. Kayla Creel, and still needs to change her last name at Beachbody, is at SD24. She's absolutely killing it. And anytime I talk to her about what she's doing for her success, she says, I'm just sharing the crap out of my Transform 20. She's constantly doing videos and things like that. And her new coach, Valen, signed up 2 weeks ago and is at Success Club 8. And she's like, the thing that really hooked me with Kayla was she was sharing her workouts and things like that. So I've just really been sharing a lot of my workout videos and that's where people are coming from. So be a proof of the product. And then also don't forget that you're not just a shell of a Beachbody. Make sure that you're talking about those other 4 things that are important to you. Rachel at Success Club 16, changing 8 lives, and our top recruiter, super exciting. Good job, girl. And then her new coach, Jasmine, is at Success Club 12, which is crazy. And so this is month 2, I think, for Success Starters for her. So cool. So a fun fact with when you have a coach that hits Success Starters too, they made this new rule in our elite ranking system, is that gives you 25 extra elite ranking points. And Rachel is already killing her ranking. So that will be really cool. That doesn't go towards your elite points, but it does go towards ranking points. If you're a newer coach and you're like, what is happening? Just ignore this. We'll talk about it one-on-one later. And then Michael is at Success Club 8. Brenna, one of Jody's new coaches, is at Success Club 8. And then myself, I just hit it. It's been a rough month. So we're gonna push to the end though. Ultimate Portion Fix. I am actually, so you're probably like, oh my gosh, there's so many trainings. I am putting together a coach training group. There will be units you can go through and learn everything. There'll be pricing. There'll be videos, everything all in one place instead of trying to search the group. So that should be put together tonight or tomorrow, and I'll share that with you. Then we're going to create an Ultimate Portion Fix info group, just like we always do with launches, Lift 4, Transform 20, all that good stuff. So I'll be putting that together and probably reaching out to people to see if I can get some help with that. And then follow up with all your sneak peek prospects. We're in the middle of one right now. It's not too late to add. We still have another day of live videos, and then they can always check in after. And we have a $50 Fabletics gift card to anybody that joins our team by Sunday. So we're talking that up too. Also follow up with Clean Week prospects from last week. I had a girl buy a challenge pack today because she was in our Clean Week. She tried the samplers for $30, followed up with her, had a conversation, sent her a share card. So proof is in the follow-up. And then Fruit Punch is live, like you should know, but the sticks are out. So just grab your bundle and it is available in challenge packs. Side note, with the change of Fruit Punch, the SKUs and things, everything changed. So if you had a share card out previously to somebody with a performance line, it's no longer going to work. If it was before the launch of that, they had to change things. So it's a good way to follow up. If you have a share card out to anybody, and you can go to share cart and see sent, viewed, and purchased. So go to your sent and viewed and make those people the people that you're following up with in the next coming days. And if it is a performance line, make sure that you're saying, hey, just wanted to let you know that link isn't going to work anymore. So I wanted to also make sure you're still in for, I've been saving you a spot or something like that. It's a good way to follow up. Coaches of the week, I still haven't posted this on social media. So top coach Rachel, congrats girl, that's so exciting. Kayla and Jasmine, Heather, and Brenna. So Rachel and Heather both have one of their coaches in their downline here. Super exciting. And now it's Hannah's turn. So Hannah's going to tell us about her story, but can you just seriously look at this picture? Guys, this was 11 months. Like, that is mind blowing. And right now she's a semi-finalist for the Beachbody Challenge. So we just really want to get her story out there. And, she just has such a inspiring story, and I'm sure that's why she's here. She's going to tell you about it. So I'm not going to waste your time. Hannah, go ahead, take it away. It's all you, girl.
All right. Can you guys hear me? Did I unmute good? Okay. All right. So yeah, my story starts back in 2009. I was starting to have a lot of health issues, fatigue, foggy brain, joint pain, heart palpitations, hair loss. I started going to doctors, specialists. I had hundreds of tests run on me. Nobody could figure out what was wrong with me. 8 years went by, and I was still going to doctors in between those times, and my body was just, basically giving out. I was in and out of the hospital, and through that time, I was gaining tons and tons of weight. I gained 115 pounds in 8 years, and the eighth year, which would have been 2016, my liver function was elevated, and I could basically feel my body just completely going. And I Googled my symptoms, and I found out that it was actually my breast implants that were making me sick all those 8 years. So I found a website, healingbreastimplantillness.com, and that just showed me everything that I had been looking for, searching for, and I got my breast implants removed February 27th of 2017, and within 2 weeks, all of those symptoms I had just said were completely gone. So I let my body heal for 11 months, and in the 11th month, so it would have been January of 2018, the only thing left that I had from the breast implant illness was the 115 pounds that I had gained. So I was kind of searching, like, where do I go? Like, how do I lose this weight? I don't know. It's like, like, okay, you got to eat better and exercise, but going to the gym mortified me. I was 237 pounds, and I didn't want to see people. I literally stayed inside for like 8 years. Like, if I had to go out, I would go out. I could barely do things with my kids, and I just didn't want to be around people. So going to the gym mortified me. And then I was addicted at that time to sweets, fast food. So thinking about eating healthy was like, ugh, like I didn't want to do that. But I just didn't know what to do. So my friend had showed me that she had been doing Beachbody, I think for 5 months, and had lost 44 pounds. And she sat down, she's like, look at, you can do these workouts from home, and you can pick all these different ones. And I remember looking and being like, I could not do, it was autumn, doing the little jumps and stuff. And I was like, I cannot do that. But I thought, I'll just give it a try. And if it works, it works. If not, oh, well, at least I tried. So I got the whole starter kit thing, and I decided to do the 21-day fix. And when I started, I couldn't even do a jumping jack. So I had to modify literally everything. And, that was okay. I was still going. I was still motivated and moving around. And the portion containers to me were a total game changer. Just knowing how to portion out my foods and knowing what went into what container, and then looking up foods on Pinterest and just being able to know, okay, I can put that in that container and this one in that container. And I did do Shakeology. And so with all those, in the first week, I lost 7 pounds. I was like, oh, hold on, I can do this. I can keep going. And I just stayed super, super consistent with my food. In the 11 months, I never cheated on my diet. And it was hard. It was hard in the beginning. For the first 6 weeks, I was telling Heather, like, I was like miserable. I'm like, oh, I want to eat this. But, I just stayed consistent. And people are always like, well, what made you stay consistent? And it was just knowing that I had a good program to stay with, and I was seeing results. So even though I wanted that cookie at nighttime, I just would think, I'm seeing results. Don't mess it up. Don't mess up what you've done for your workout for the day by eating a cookie at night or wanting to go to fast food. And by that 6th week, I was fine. I actually stopped craving the sweet foods, and I actually loved my healthy food and wanted that. And now even, what is it now? A year and a month. That's what I like. I don't even crave the chocolates and stuff like that. So I stayed super consistent with the food, and then working out. I did 7 rounds, a 21-day fix. So I would do, 1 round and take a couple weeks off. And then each round I got better and stronger. And so the last round I didn't have to modify anymore. So I went from not even being able to do a jumping jack to being able to do what Autumn did. So that was super exciting. And now I'm doing the lift 4. So yeah, I lost, I think it was 100 pounds in, I want to say 8 or 9 months. I can't remember. And then 117 pounds in 11 months. And I started at a size 22 and I'm now a size 2. So I'm just so thankful that, I was given this program to be able to reach my goals. And, I wanted to lose, I had said I gained 115, but I wanted to lose at least 100. And that's such a huge goal. But I would give myself little goals, so like 20 pounds. And I'd be like, yes, 20 pounds. Yes, I made that victory. And for my birthday, actually, I got down to 199. And I hadn't been under 200 pounds in years, years. So that was such a great birthday gift I got. And each little celebration, I would just give myself these little goals. So it wasn't this humongous, unreachable goal. But man, when I hit that 100 pounds, I was like, I did it. And then, another 17 pounds came off and I'm exactly where I want to be. And now I'm toning up and I've become confident. I'm able to do things with my kids that I haven't been able to do in years, if not at all. And I'm just so excited. And then I submitted my results last year, December, for the Beachbody challenge, just thinking okay, well, I'll just send them in. And yeah, I'm a semi-finalist, and we'll hear by the end of the month who the finalists are. And I hope I'm in it, but if not, I truly feel like I've won. I'm just so thankful. From where my life was, especially in 2015, was such a horrible time because I was just so sick and just so hopeless, to now having so much to be thankful for, and just I'm at the light at the end of the tunnel, and I just am so thankful that I'm here. And yeah, Beachbody has definitely been a huge part of that. So that's my story.
I love that. So I want to share this with our challengers too. So if you were to talk to somebody that's, let's do a couple different, somebody that's just getting started, kind of where you were day one, mm-hmm. What would your advice be to them? And then somebody that's kind of feeling burnout and maybe they're just really struggling. So those two different scenarios, what would your personal, advice to that kind of person be?
So mine would be for day one is just remind them of their goal, and to just say, you can do this, you can get it going, and stay consistent. Because I think a lot of times people will be super excited in the beginning, but then a month goes by and it's just kind of to remind them, no matter what, stay consistent, because it's not a quick fix. You have to do it. 11 months is quite a fast time to lose 117 pounds, but still, it was 11 months. It wasn't 1 month or 2 months. So that's what I would say for the person first starting. For the person who's getting, where they're wanting to, back off, or how you had said that, I would just remind them again. It's kind of the same thing. Just keep going, because you will get results if you do the Beachbody plan. I mean, we're proof that it does work. And just stay on the containers, or if that's what they're doing, or the workouts, just consistency. That is, I think, the number one thing is just being consistent. So
Absolutely. I love that. Well, thank you so much for sharing us. And honestly, the fact that you were like, for 11 months, I didn't cheat. Like, that's seriously something you need to be so proud of yourself for. That's just crazy.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
like I said, after the 6 week, I didn't want that food anymore. So it wasn't, old me would have been like, oh, how did she do that? How did she not cheat? But you just don't want that kind of food, especially when you've worked so hard to get where you are at that point. Even if it's only 5 pounds, you lost 5 pounds. Like, don't ruin it by eating something bad. And so I think that just kept me really motivated too, is when I would see the results.
I love that. Does anybody on here have any questions for Hannah? I would love for you guys to write your goals in the chat so we can kind of see that, and then anything you're struggling with right now. And then I want you to, let me grab it again. I want you to just seriously look at this and think, if Hannah did this, I can do anything that I put my mind to. And maybe your goal's 5 pounds, maybe your goal's 10 pounds, maybe you've got a bigger goal. It's just about like knowing why you started. And it's kind of the same thing, when we talk about our coaching business, like you have to know why you're doing this, or else the hard days are going to be so hard. And it's the same with your fitness. And so does anybody on here reward themselves, not with food, with something else, once they've finished a program or had a hit a goal or anything like that? Is there anything that you guys can share that you personally do to kind of keep yourself motivated? And you guys can unmute yourself. You don't have to.
Can you not hear me, April, or anybody?
Oh, now I can. You're so quiet. Were you trying to talk? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I've been trying to talk. I'm like, I can't.
I haven't heard you at all. I'm sorry.
I had a question for Hannah, actually.
Okay.
Hannah, what is it that, like, I hear so many times, like, from people that have like a lot of like health issues, or that they have kind of a lot of weight to lose, that they decide to first like go through like all their doctors like stuff and recommendations and all the things before they start anything like this. What was it that made you decide that you were going to research yourself and find out for yourself what was causing all your health problems, and then just kind of take the journey on your own? Like, what was it that made that switch, that made you decide that you were going to do this on your own and kind of take the reins?
So for 8 years, I had been searching with the doctors. I was going to this doctor, and then I would get transferred to a specialist, and then, they would look at all my blood work and the testings, especially like with my heart. I had these crazy heart palpitations all the time, and they would look at it and be like, well, this isn't normal, but we know what it's not. So they would basically tell me, like, you're not dying, but this isn't normal, but then not give me any kind of answers. And so when my liver function was elevated so high, and I was in and out of the hospital with high resting heart rate at 135 almost every single day, I was like, I'm gonna die. Like, I would tell my husband what I wanted for my funeral, because I mean, like, no doctor could give me answers. And that's when I had Googled before, but I was just like, I have got to figure this out. And I just thank God that this website popped up. Now I had this liver function in my Google search too, and just with all those symptoms is when the breast implant illness thing came up. So I think it was either I'm just going to die from whatever this is, or I need to figure this out. So that was that. Oh, and by the way, I haven't had a heart palpitation since I woke up from my explant surgery. So that was completely gone as soon as they were removed. So.
I know like 5 other coaches at least that have had theirs removed because they were having it. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
It's so crazy because we're not told. And so, I just wish that information was out there when we got them put in. So they still kind of say that there's no scientific proof that these autoimmune disease can happen, or symptoms or health issues. But I mean, I know 100,000 women that do have it. And so, luckily with a lot of the news coverage and social media, we all are speaking about it, and one woman hears and another one, and they're like, oh my goodness, so thankfully we have that. But I hope, one day plastic surgeons will have to tell this to women, like, you may feel these symptoms, because that would have saved me years. Like, I would have known right away as soon as my blood work was coming back normal and doctors weren't figuring out. I would have been able to be like, oh, well, that was my implants. I just never would have associated that my safe saline implants that weren't ruptured were causing fatigue, joint pain, hair loss, gut issues, all these weird symptoms. I would have never in a million years thought that's what it was, but it was, because I'm completely back to what I was before. So,
yeah. My next question too is, do you feel better now than before you got sick? Do you feel better, now, even 8 or 9 years later now?
So it's kind of hard for me to remember what I felt like back then, because now it's been 10 years. So yeah, I got them in 2009. So it's kind of hard for me to even remember what I felt like back then. But I can tell you, I feel amazing. Like, I've been on such a journey. And I was telling you too, like, even though this was so horrible and, all of this that happened to me, in a way, I'm thankful for the journey, because I've been able to help thousands of women with the breast implant illness issue. But now I'm able to help all these people with the weight loss and what I've gone with that, and depression and gaining the weight, losing the weight. I would have never been 150 pounds overweight had I not gone through that. So now I'm in this journey of helping men and women with their, not just weight loss goals, but their health. And, now to me, like, health is number one. So, I can now share my story with all these people. And again, I wouldn't be on this journey had that not happened. So in a weird way, I'm thankful that I did go through that journey, and now I can help people in the Beachbody world and all that. So yeah, I feel amazing.
Yay. Well, keep us posted and let us know how everything goes with being in the running for the Beachbody Challenge, and we'll definitely be here. You'll have our vote. Is your Instagram, I was going to tag you, is your Instagram Hannah_day28? Oh, yeah, frozen. Yeah. Hannah, can you hear us?
Sorry, did you get to those questions, or were there everybody's goals? I just saw it.
Yeah, they're just goals. So, okay. All right.
Okay, so I lost you guys. I lost you for a little bit. Sorry. It was like,
sorry.
No, you're good. Is your Instagram Hannah_day28?
Yes.
Okay. All right, cool. All right. Well, does anybody else have any questions or anything for Hannah? I think we're good. So, but yeah, I appreciate you spending your time with us, and we're really hoping that you're in that finalist. But I totally agree that whatever happens, you have already won, and you have so much to be thankful for. And we're just so happy and thankful that you are feeling your best self, and we are just so thankful for you sharing your journey. So, happy Thursday, and I'll talk to you
so much.
Bye, Hannah. Have a great night, everyone.
You too. Bye-bye.